friends crashing down and it hurts inside. You gotta take a stand. You don't have to hide. You can't hurt my friends, but you can't hurt my pride. I gotta take a stand. I don't know the rest of the song. Damn it.
Real American.
There we go.
Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Here we go, my guitar solo. Guys, ready?
Fight for your life. Do the guitar solo. Lou, where's the guitar solo?
Air guitar.
Someone hit the real music.
Welcome to TFS Pod, otherwise known as 24/7 Podcast. Yeah, 24/7 Lou, winning championship rings while Rick Hall is your conference favorite host. Yeah, you know it, the one-man band is the wrestling trivia king of kings. A dice, a wheel, another deal. The randomizer will tag in to make the steal. TFS Pod, TFS Pod, TFS Pod. Welcome to the wrestling home of super fans, where we clash with facts and master plans. Opinions soar and predictions unfold, while our championship goldie shines brighter than any other gold. Join the excitement, raise your voice. In this wrestling realm, we will make some noise. Each matching night, our hearts ablaze. United we triumph, under Goldie's shining. TFS Pod, TFS Pod, TFS Pod. I said TFS Pod, TFS Pod, TFS Pod, TFS Pod.
Welcome to TFS Pod. This is 24/7 Lou. And
it's Rick Hard saying rest in peace, Hulkster, and rest in peace to the Oz Master.
And
the one-man band. And what a sad week it is. What a sad week.
Yeah.
What a sad week.
Yes, folks, welcome to TFS Pod. In this episode, we'll be talking on a very sad week in wrestling and music world, and also a recap.
Yeah, it's been a sad week in wrestling, and we're not talking about Slammiversary.
We were going to before everything, the events that happened in the last few days, but yeah, we're talking about the passing of Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan, child superstar hero for many out there growing up in wrestling, watching wrestling, enjoying wrestling. Got people hooked onto wrestling too, right?
Yep.
So
for a lot of folks, yes, he's on a lot of people's Rushmores, whether they want to admit it or not, because there's very few who are more iconic than him.
Name. So in this episode we're gonna be talking about that, also about Ozzie Osbourne also passing, and what do you guys think?
Well, I can tell you, Ozzie obviously was an icon in the music world, and specifically in the rock world. Put it to you like this: his reach was so massive as far as, music and pop culture. My dad, God rest his soul, my dad was not a fan of hard rock, was not a fan of, heavy metal, hard rock. But yeah, my dad liked Ozzie, and specifically was because of Crazy Train. My dad used to sing Crazy Train when we were in the car, and it would come on the radio. My dad was sing it, and my dad didn't sing any hard rock songs. He just wasn't a fan. He was a ballads guy, but he loved Crazy Train for whatever reason. So, for me personally, Ozzie's music was a big influence as to why I wanted to play guitar. Crazy Train was obviously a very fun song to want to learn how to play on guitar, and as I got older, I got into his other catalog, and Mama, I'm Coming Home, and No More Tears, Mr. Crowley, and then other songs. He performed this song actually on WWE. I Don't Want to Stop.
I don't want to stop. Yep.
It's a great song, and just he was funny. Ozzy was actually a really funny guy. Like he had some very very good timing as far as like for things, and he was just very unhinged. He was very honest, and he never one thing he never lied to you about his drug use and all that. He said it himself, like, hey, I've lived an excess life, like I did quite a bit of silly things. He never backed away from that. And that's what I think was what kept him humble, and I think that's why people liked him, because he was very honest about his trials and tribulations. But also, one thing that I was always very impressive about him was the fact that he looked like he was incoherent at times, like that. But yet when he got on stage, something happened with him. Like, he would get on stage and he just became like this coherent master, and would sing his songs like he didn't miss a word. And it was really sad to see that his final concert was just a few weeks ago, and he looked, you could tell that he was without us realizing it, he really was saying farewell, like, my time is coming, and so we didn't think it was going to be this quickly. But that, for me, Ozzy, I actually had come out of an exam for the VA, and I called my sister, and at the moment that we were talking, she goes, "Oh my God, I just got a notification, Ozzy passed away." I was like, "What?" And let me tell you, it bothered me. It got to me more than I thought it would. I think it's because, like I said, the memories I had with my dad about Ozzy, there weren't many, but it was a specific memory, and it got me more than I thought.
I think to piggyback off of make 2 points and piggyback off of something you said, I think it's very interesting that both these passings happen, and just the circumstances behind both. Ozzy, as you said, managed to at least have his final concert, which I think actually was in his hometown.
I think he was living back in England, actually.
Yeah, he made it a point to do it in his hometown, standing ovation with the crowd and all the other stuff, and that's his final moment on stage. And it's like a contrast in how Ozzy goes out performing versus how Hogan goes out performing, because his last memory is unfortunately going to be sad, but his last memory is unfortunately going to be at least on television getting just jeered by the crowd in LA on First Raw on Netflix. And second point I want to make is just how big of a difference wrestling does in someone's life. Because Hulk Hogan, who is, look, you mentioned it, Ozzy Osbourne with the drug use and all that, still outlived Hulk Hogan by 5 years.
Yeah.
In terms of age. It just goes to show you, and in some ways it is both telling of what the toll wrestling takes on a person's body, but also what these performers do, what these wrestlers should I say do. Vince McMahon isn't producing the show. Don't worry, we can say wrestlers on the show. What they put themselves through for our entertainment. So for sure, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, and rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne as well. And of course, somewhere in the afterlife, there was a line of people. There was a line of people waiting for the boat driver from the River Styx to take them to the next side. And through the fog, the boat arrived, and the person on the boat under the cloak is shouting, "All aboard!"
I like that. Well,
And then the guy in the back of the line says, "Well, let me tell you something, brother. You thought this was just gonna be a regular ride to the afterlife? You're wrong. We're gonna go all around because my Hulkamaniacs are here, and we're gonna go take it to whoever's in charge on the other side,
through the beyond.
through the beyond."
Yeah,
And then he flexed.
yeah.
And then he flexed, and he did the thing.
He did the pose down. I mean,
Yeah,
to add on to Hogan, you got to think, you know, say what you will about, you know, his final years. You know, we obviously know the comments that were made and the situations that he has gone through. With, you know, with his former best friend Bubba the Love Sponge, and then, you know, the racist comments and such. But getting past all of his other tribulations and trials and such, you have to think about something. This guy, not only did he revolutionize wrestling, but he revolutionized wrestling twice. Think about that for a second. Like, he revolutionized wrestling in the 80s,
and
and he
then NWO in the
and
90s.
right, he reinvented himself when he saw that things were not going good for him in the 90s, and seeing that the red and yellow was not working anymore, and he took the plunge. And because he was really thinking, like, he even said it, he said it could have gone two ways. It could have been career suicide for me, or it could have been a career renaissance. And it ended up being, thankfully, a career renaissance, where he, and I remember still to this day, I saw that live. I will never forget that moment for as long as I live. Bash at the Beach, July of 1996.
But whose side is he on?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, brain? Like that. And
Yeah.
with that one leg drop, completely changed the landscape of wrestling. If you think about that for a second, like, had he not done that, what would have happened?
We probably would have
W
not had the Monday Night Wars.
the Monday Night Wars probably would not have existed. Think about that. Like, all the pieces fell into place just right. You had Scott Hall move over first, then you had Kevin Nash, and then they were all saying that it was going to be Sting, that Sting was going to be the guy.
Yeah, I've heard the story. Yeah.
And you know what? After all, let's thank Hogan for his selfishness in that one, because the story is that he said, "No, hey, Sting can't be the guy, brother." And I have to agree with him. Nothing against Sting. I love Sting. I love Sting.
Oh
Sting
yeah.
is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but it would not have worked. It would not have worked. I can full-heartedly say that Sting being a heel in 1996 would have flopped in such a horrible way. You needed somebody that not only, like Hogan said, was from the other side first, but you needed somebody that was getting ready to go into a shift. And I think it was perfect for him because he needed that shift. He needed to get away from the red and yellow and move on to a new persona. And he completely reinvented himself. And he revitalized his career. Like, he, by all accounts, he actually not only revitalized his career, but he actually propelled quite a number of people, Sting included. He propelled Sting's career. He propelled Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Guaranteed contracts became a thing slightly before that, but you know, that further pushed the envelope to where, like you said, the Monday Night Wars became a thing. You know, people started shuffling around between the companies. It was cool now to be in WCW. And there were people that were in WWF that wanted to jump over to WCW. You know, we've heard stories of The Undertaker was thinking about moving over to WCW. We heard stories that Shawn Michaels wanted to jump over to
Yeah.
WCW.
I actually saw that interview with Bischoff
Yeah. There's a and then
couple
there's
days
a
ago.
and then there's a rumor that Hulk Hogan was actually considering going to WWF in 1998. And you know, think about that for a second. Had he moved over to WWF in 1998, could we have seen him and Stone Cold Steve Austin? You know, would Stone Cold Steve Austin have even been a bigger deal with Hogan moving in '98? Probably would have, but Hogan would have definitely been plugged into the main event scene at that time. So it could have been Rock versus Hogan in '98, perhaps. Hogan versus Austin '98, '99. Hogan versus Taker. Think about that. But in any case,
I don't think Taker would have wanted to do that match.
I know for a fact he wouldn't have. But at that time, Hogan still held some weight. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So if you think about it, like to recap, Hogan he revitalized wrestling and he turned it into the mainstream monster that it was in the 80s. He helped to found and lead arguably the greatest faction in the history of wrestling in 2 iterations. And then not only that, went back to WWE and arguably had some of the greatest matches with Rock versus Hogan is cited as one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time.
Yeah.
So
Not the main event. Not the main
and
event.
it's not the main event, right? And that's not the main event. And they said that was the biggest mistake that they made. They said that was the biggest mistake they made for WrestleMania that year. That they should have made that the main event. So if you think about that,
Triple H has 3. It shouldn't have gone last WrestleManias.
Right. So, and then he goes on to be a tag team champion with Edge, wins the undisputed title as well, and then after that, he becomes another pop culture icon. Hogan Knows Best, and basically became a TV star for a good minute, and then propelled that TV stardom to end up coming back again into TNA to go to TNA. And TNA might not have been the best trajectory for him at that time, but hey, by all accounts he did it, and he was there for a good while.
And it made TNA like have some more staying power.
Right.
Even though that storyline with Immortal does get bashed on a lot.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. But look, by all accounts, look, Hogan's reach when it comes to wrestling and also pop culture was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he was synonymous with pop culture, wrestling in general. People who didn't know who he was or what he did knew who he was. Whether they saw him in Rocky 3, whether they saw him in Thunder in Paradise, Santa with Muscles,
No Holds Barred,
Suburban Commando. His presence was massive. He was a big guy, but he was also a massive presence. Like I said, say what you will about him politicking or whatnot, but it's still his reach was worldwide, and what would have happened had he not been a WWE guy or a WWF guy? What would have happened? Would we have the WWF product that we have today? Who knows? It's hard to say, but
he carried them to the 80s.
He absolutely carried them.
When McMahon needed an anchor, that for better or worse,
he was the guy.
That was the guy.
Right. So, you gotta tip whether you like the guy or you hate the guy or you're in between with the guy. Me personally, I was a Hulk Hogan fan as a kid, but they say you're a Hulk Hogan fan as a kid, and as you get older, you become a Macho Man fan. And I think that rings very true for me personally. Like I said, I like Hogan, but it obviously it waned over the years because I started seeing other things that kind of swayed my opinion. But nonetheless, I close out with Hulk Hogan was the epitome of the wrestling legacy, And without him, we probably wouldn't even be doing this podcast today. It may be that we wouldn't have even had this kind of magnitude of the presence of wrestling. So to Hulk Hogan, hey, brother, you know, the Hulkamaniacs, rest in peace, buddy. Your contributions were legendary and are legendary, and they will live on forever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
All right, and so Hulk Hogan, rest in peace. And yeah, I bet there'll be a good matchup going on very soon up there somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, like I did say as a joke, and this is just a joke, people. It's just a joke, people. Don't get upset. Yeah, God was like doing the head booker of heaven was like, man, this show's got to be good. SummerSlam's coming up, and he's like, all right, I need a surprise appearance to come in, somebody to really get the crowd going, and we need a good musical act to open the show. So he got both. He got both in one go. He's like, just 1 week before. And of course, it's always a surprise in heaven because they're just like, but did they make it past the gate? You know, St. Peter's at the gate going, I don't know if you could go in there. I need to hear the audience meter. He just hit a certain point. That's the gates. That's the gates for celebrities when they make it to the gates.
Well,
it's like, oh, bad things you did. Hold on. Let's see if how the crowd reacts.
Oh God!
Yay!
Well, I'd like to think that if we do see a thunderstorm tonight, or we do see some crazy thunder and lightning or whatever going on, that's just the mega powers have got back together.
Yes!
Wow!
The handshake.
I was just thinking that the handshake finally happens, and they lock up, and you just see thunder all over the place. That's the mega powers getting back together, and hopefully they've squashed their beef on the other side and just having a good time.
Of course, Miss Elizabeth's there too.
Oh God. All right.
Well, moving on to a little bit of more.
And Andre is clearly a heel up there because he's French.
Oh my God! Come on! And the Iron Sheik. I highly doubt the Iron Sheik is opening his arms for him. He's like, "Oh, that jabroni Hulk Hogan," like that. It's like, I slap him and taste his mouth.
So, yeah,
the original Haktua.
Oh my God!
Not Haley Welch, but the Iron Sheik.
Haktua. All right. Before we make the whole show just this, go ahead, Lou. Let's
we
move on.
We could.
We really could. Yeah, we really could.
I wouldn't be mad about it. But I know.
Moving on to a wrestling predictions battle, which wasn't the best one out there. Yes.
Do we have to talk about this?
Ugh, I'd rather eat fruit.
He got canceled, so yeah.
Well, yeah. Wow, yeah, current events all over the place.
Yeah, he got canceled, so yeah, never mind.
Colbert Report shout out. I have a feeling he's either going to be the new host of the Daily Show or they're going to bring back the Colbert Report. That's my guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
It could go either way. You're right.
Or a senator in South Carolina, I heard something.
Hey!
But anyway, moving along to a more wrestling-oriented news. Our Slammiversary. What kind of booking is this stuff? I'm gonna hold it up because we need everyone's favorite line. Well, I kind of enjoyed it, but the one-man band, give us that line, please.
Rick Hard. Get the scoreboard, brother.
Hey, all right. All right, folks. This scoreboard is brought to you by hashtag Bring Back 3MB. Just to keep it light. We talked about air guitaring earlier. You did, Lou. So you did this. So bring back the master of the air guitar and his buddies. Come on, do it, WWE. Bring back 3MB. That's right. That's right. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Anyway, that's my pressure
Rick
campaign.
Hart.
Yes. Yeah, of course. All right. Wait, without further delay. In first place, surprisingly, we still have a tie, and it is between Osama bin Diesel and main event Jeff. Woo! Woo! Yeah.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Man, I should find a clip. There's got to be a soundbite of him saying that. That could be a new soundbite. Oh man, somebody get us a soundbite of Hulk Hogan saying that. Anyways, I know we'll at least lose one viewer somewhere. Behind them, we have surprisingly also the Tornator at 15 points.
You played the wrong one. It's supposed to play this.
Wow.
Copy and paste.
The only reason
Sound
he doesn't
bites.
have 18 is because he
I
didn't
don't
do it
play
on
the
other ones.
soundbite. I don't play the sound bites, Lou. Why are you telling me I play? No.
I'm telling
And
someone
hey,
else.
15 points is still very impressive, especially considering that behind him we have a tie again, and it's between 24/7 Lou and the one-man band. You see, the audience likes you guys too. Look at this guy. He's mounted a comeback, a very quiet comeback. Pretty soon he'll be the one with the picture with the title.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh, please no. Please no. It's only been 1 year since we took it from him.
Yeah.
Anyways, behind them, it's Playboy Raj and myself, Rick Hart, and we both have 11 points. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Hey, wow, that's the soundbite I get. Okay, and mounting their own surprise comeback, it's the randomizer at 5 points.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Wow.
Folks, understand what that means. And the randomizer has 5 points.
Well, they just won 2 points off of a Slammiversary again.
I mean, those are bad shows that were put on. And the randomizer won a point. Or in this case, 2, last one.
Yep.
That's how bad it is out there. All right.
Yep.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh,
There is wow. Ooh. Damian Heater got the win. This is first in TFS Pod history since we've introduced the audience scoreboard and the one-on-one with the great one stipulation. One-man band. I mean, to be fair, out of 7 matches, he won with just 2 points on the board. So
yeah.
But so did Lou. So
What?
It happens. It happens.
But I want to say congratulations to Damian Heater on getting a 2-point win at Slammiversary. Slammiversary is one of our 2-point shows because it's a big deal for TNA. Very impressive, Damian Heater. You have officially made the biggest amount of points on the audience scoreboard. Nobody's ever gotten past the 1-point mark on the audience scoreboard. So give yourself a pat on the back somewhere. You've earned it. Hope we see you more because we've got SummerSlam predictions coming up next weekend. And
oh yeah,
I mean, you're not going to beat me because it's going to be me that you got to go up against. I'm just putting that out there right now. But it's okay. It's okay. You can still try. Because let's face it, folks. I'm the original TFS Pod World Champion. Sure, it happened in 2020 when nobody really cared. But I'm the original one. All right. So if you're at home right now watching this, I just want you to know.
You there, sitting at home, acknowledge me.
Yeah. And then behind Damian Heater on the audience scoreboard, it's Nate the Johnny Lance at 1 point. Oh, no reaction. Wow.
No.
I am going to ruin wrestling.
Okay.
You know,
Anyway.
Rickard, I want to say something right now before you continue
here
on
we
with
go,
this
here
one.
we go. Oh,
I want to
okay.
say something right now, okay?
Oh, boy.
Okay, you're out here all hyping up all this fan audience and participation, which is great and it's wonderful. But these losers watching and stuff do not know anything about wrestling as much as we do, and our skills are predicting what's going to happen in wrestling. So
Wow.
I don't know why you keep on hyping them, because in reality, if you keep on hyping them, all you're making me think is what should really happen is within you and the audience.
Just kiss your fruitcakes.
Hey! Why am I getting attacked?
I'm just saying that these jokers of a fans who out here watching us who cannot even predict anything. That Damian Heater, he was lucky. He was lucky on a horrible show to get those 2 points. And on the other one, tied with me. Come on, get out of here with that, because nobody out there can compete with us three here, making predictions here as we go live with our show TFS.
All I'm gonna say is, Lou, he tied with you and he beat Woman Band. He ain't gonna get any of that with me. All right. There's not going to be a tie. There's not going to be a win. It's just going to be cleaning house. Both nights, me on top, because not only am I going to win in the audience against the audience, anybody, not just Nathan Johnny Lance, not just Damian Heater. I'm talking everybody. You're not going to beat me next weekend. I got a whole weekend to prepare.
I hope it's not. Hope we don't get a thing where a week later.
Right, dude! Why must life be so hard? Why must I fail?
Oh, okay. All right. Take it easy there. Whoever's in charge of the clips. Okay. Anyways, this is what's gonna be happening next weekend. Everyone else is at 0 points, including everyone who tries to go up against me. All right. You're not getting points from me, but if you want a shot at the king, you can do it next weekend, because SummerSlam's coming up 2 nights, so you get 2 shots at it. I'll be here. You know where to find me. I'll see you in the comment section. Anyways, that's the scoreboard. Back to you, Lou. Let's get through this Slammiversary recap.
Let's get through this Slammiversary
Before I slam somebody.
All right, we had the Elegance brand versus Inspiration, with the Elegance brand winning this match in a pre-show. Match.
I will say I'm fine with being wrong on this. I was kind of expecting the Inspiration to win, just because they're back in wrestling. Come on, they're iconic.
All right, so yeah, you did not get a point on that one, and a lot of other people didn't get a point on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This show should have been brought to us by Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, donuts in the beginning. Then of course it wasn't part of the battle, but we had the hometown man defeat Eric Young, which is kind of like an embarrassing thing, and it was allegedly Cody Deaner, by the way, who was the hometown man.
Yeah.
So that was going on there. Next matchup, we had Enzo and Zilla Fatu and Josh Bishop defeat Steve Macklin, Jake Something, and Mance Warner. Again, we did not make a prediction on this one. This was added on later on in the part of the pre-show. And yeah, that's I can't believe Steve Macklin and Jake Something and Mance Warner teamed up and lost. Oh, what's going on over there? All right. To kick off the show, they had Mustafa Ali, part of the leader of Order 4, that faction that he has now. Defeat Cedric Alexander. And I think some of us were bold enough to say, yeah, the numbers game's going to catch up. Let me see who didn't. Let me ask the person who didn't think that. Oh, Rickard.
Yeah, it was you. Okay.
And the woman band.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? No, woman band had
no,
1
no.
point. Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah, it was only me. I'm the one that picked Mustafa Ali with the numbers game to win. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh look. Yeah. How many other points did you win on the show after this point? Yeah. That's what I thought. So, don't be talking tough, Lou. Okay. Because you got a lot wrong. Go to the next match. Go to the next match. Actually,
All right.
go to the next match.
Well, we'll talk about your one little point you get, but we'll talk about that later.
Here we go. Every dog has their day. Okay.
All right. Also, too, after that match, there was Matt Cardona and the System defeated Dark State. That's a faction from NXT. So that was a scoreboard. Okay, no, sorry, that wasn't part of our battle. Then we had Indy Hartwell defeat Tessa Blanchard, which was a very bold move by them. I think it was the boldest move of the night, I think, from TNA. And who did we have win that? That was only the copy and paste crew did go with that one, so they did get a point on the board.
I mean, congrats to Indy Hartwell. Congrats to Indy Hartwell. Actually,
I saw the post show, and the post show were.
All I know is in regards to this match, it needed a special referee, and all I could say is
And it should be me.
Yeah, so I didn't see much of Tessa Blanchard on the Go Home show. I did see Indy Hartwell just like happy that she got a victory and she's trying to climb up, and other people were happy for her.
But
And
Tessa Blanchard didn't arrive.
Yeah, TBA. And then we had the next matchup, which
there you go.
Shut it down. Oh, by the way,
don't shut it down.
By the way, after the match, I have to say that after that other previous match of Tessa Blanchard attacked. That's why I didn't see Tessa Blanchard, because she attacked the ringside reporter Gigi really bad. I don't know what that was set up, but she got really badly beat up. So Santino Marella came out and ejected her from the arena. So that's why we didn't see Tessa Blanchard retire. I mean, out of TNA for a while.
Jeez.
No, not that bad. All right, and then the next match, JC Jane defeated Masha Slamovich. And moving on to the next one.
No, I don't move on. Oh, what's that? I have a point on the board? Yeah, there you go. My girl JC Jane with the win.
Might as well shut down the company. Because what are we doing here? Now they have the women's and the men's.
JC Jane has come a long way from being a third wheel on Toxic Attraction to leading her own faction in Fatal Influence.
Yeah.
Because let's not kid ourselves. There was a point where it looked like Fallon Henley was going to be the leader of the faction.
Yeah, that's true.
She was women's North American champion. JC Jane is now undisputedly head honcho on Fatal Influence.
Because she's the only one left from that failed faction.
Hey, no, Toxic Attraction was not a failed faction.
Well,
I can tell you this right now.
Not for my eyes.
Let me definitely not for my eyes. Oof, that little dance, JC Jane does on the entryway. Never get rid of that dance, by the way. Never get rid of that dance. Oh, she can sway those hips right into my bedroom, please.
On the post TNA show on this one, she came out, criticized everyone, tore apart verbally the women's division and the TNA knockouts. And I don't know, I don't know what's going to happen there from who's going to challenge her. Oh, I'm sorry. She attacked everyone, but at the beginning of the show, Santino Marella came out on the post show. Again, I'm talking about the post show Slammiversary. Santino Marella came out upset about how everything was going on, how they lost their titles, the men's and women's, and they just started something to get everything back. The System came out. They said they're gonna challenge them, and they're gonna try to get that title back from Trick NA, the champ. That's what he calls it. The champ Trick NA, and yeah, they're setting up for a rematch. I believe it's the next show they have it for Masha Slamovich versus JC Jane, a rematch on that match. So let's see what happens in that one. But yeah,
that's sons of a gun.
Yeah, and really, if they're trying to develop something here where this climbs on to Bound for Glory, which the way they said at the end of the show, Slammiversary, fine. But they're going now. They're in the really lows of this whole deal situation. So let's hope they get back all their titles, but they won't get any TNA titles. By the way, we know that won't happen, right? Do you guys expect that to happen?
Never
A TNA.
Never say never.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I hope I never see that.
I
don't know.
And now because of that's gonna happen.
Yeah. And there was a scoreboard. Rick Hart got a point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Put it down. Okay.
Next matchup: Leon Slater defeated Moose to win the title, which makes him the youngest X Division champion in TNA history.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. I said it could possibly happen. Lou, you were very adamant. I'm surprised nobody has the immediate replay here, but I'm pretty sure you were very adamant. You're like, well, come on, man. Leon Slater? He's worse than that other Slater guy. Something like that. You were putting down Leon Slater so much, he sure made you eat crow, huh? You're getting the Frankie Kazarian treatment that I got.
Yeah, but you know what I think is going to happen now? Now Moose is going to challenge. That's to take off the title off of Moose. Send Moose to go after.
Take it from Trick?
Yeah. So now that I see that, it should have known that Trick Williams was going to retain and not Santana. But we'll get to that in a minute. So there's a scoreboard. Nothing changed because nobody picked Leon Slater to win. So
yeah, at this point, by the way, what's this guy's name? Damian Heater did get a point on the board.
Oh, he did pick him?
Yeah, he got a point. This was his winning point, actually. No, this was his first point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this was his first point on the board.
Wow. All right, and what do we have? Comments? What comments do we have out there? What is some keyboard warrior out there typing away? Oh, get out of here. Get out of here with that.
Hey, he makes a good point, okay? JC Jane is hot.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't argue that one.
I don't know. I see JC Jane like Lady Gaga. I don't know why I say that.
Wow, that's just an insult. That is just an insult. Look, I don't know where you're getting this impression.
I haven't seen both of them in the same place.
But let me just tell you, no. What you just said, I think you should know this.
Because it's indecent and it is totally unacceptable.
Come on.
Never say that again. Never say that again.
All I'm saying is we have never seen them both in the same room.
All I'm saying is JC Jane actually looks like someone who...
Also, too, at the end of that matchup with Leon Slater, AJ Styles came out, and there was talk. I saw something that there was plans, actually, for him to challenge for the X Division title. But then it was scrapped, and it just came out, AJ Styles to...
Yeah, can AJ Styles actually do something? Like, what the heck is going on here? Between the segments with him and Dom, where he's just like, oh, yeah, you're going to get healed soon, Dom? Like, and then coming on in TNA to then not do anything. Like, just have... It's not like he's doing much on Raw.
Yeah.
WWE, send them to TNA to build up that brand. So that it means something when you eventually book and pull the trigger on the TNA invasion.
I mean, he would definitely
have him come out and say, "Shut it down. We're all now Raw 2.0 or whatever. Raw Thursday Raw.
Thursday. Nah, I don't know. Thursday. Look. TNA has
Impact.
TNA has the best acronym for wrestling. So
yeah.
Definitely gonna get viewers just by saying welcome to Thursday Night TNA.
Oh yeah,
right. What exactly are you gonna get? You just have to stick around and find out.
Rated M.
Then we had the TNA World Tag Team Championship match, where the Hardys defeated the Nemeth, the Rascals, and First Class in a ladder match to win the titles.
This was the winning point for Damian Heater, and literally just that. Oh, and the randomizer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I was so close to picking it, but I did not go with them. I thought they're going to retain. I should have gone with that, but
yeah. Well, Lou, all I can say is, Lou, that was a
big mistake.
Hardys won. That was a good thing there, but nobody got a point on that one.
The randomizer got a point. What are you talking about?
Sorry, randomizer.
Nobody important got a point, is what you meant to say.
No one with a pulse got a point. There we go. How about that? Pulse
Right,
equals
there you go.
points.
Hey, stop talking shit about the randomizer, okay? In about 1 month's time, your roommate, the dice are coming back.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And in about a month, it's going to be catching up to your 11 points.
Hey! Next
Sure.
match. Come on.
Well, wait. I also want to say after that match of the tag team match, Bully Ray surprised everyone and came out and said he's challenging the Hardys to a match at Bound for Glory on October 12th.
Lord.
Wow.
So,
Wait, he's fighting both Hardys? Is Devon coming back?
Devon wasn't there, but the fans were screaming, "Devon, get the tables!" And he said, "We'll hear one more time." And the crowd said it, "Devon, tables." So who knows? He might get a surprise, or not a surprise to anyone, but
Man,
he might show up, but he didn't show up in this one.
A whole 25 people cheered that?
Oh,
It was not 25 people.
I know. That's a low blow. That's a low blow for TNA, but it was in Long Island, which is a lot better than the alternative.
New Jersey.
Right?
Who don't hold an event in New Jersey?
Jeez.
Who
Oh, wait.
wants
Where's SummerSlam taking place?
Across from New York.
Oh, yeah.
See how I threw New York in there? You don't say the other place.
There's nothing I hate more than New Jersey.
That's gonna be Rick Hard after he loses the point to the audience.
Well, not happening. But let's move on. Let's move on. Last
putting
match.
more pressure on you.
Stop putting pressure on me.
Okay, this I'm gonna say really fast. That was a stupid ending to this match. The stupid. Where's the clip again? I don't even want to press the clip. I'm gonna say it myself. Stupid. I can't even find it. Where is it? That was the dumbest ending. It was so bad. It was so bad. Let me see if I get it here. Attitude adjustment and a standing ovation finisher. Santana kicked out at 2. Santana rallied for 2 straight spin the block lariats. Trick Williams ran into the ring to dump Santana and steal the pin. That's how that match ended, by the way.
Yeah, heel moves. Come on, that's like a classic way Triple Threats end.
That is not how you're supposed to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was horrible.
What was he supposed to do? Do 50 finishers like an AEW match?
And here's the kicker on the go.
Yeah,
on the
yeah. Lou, is your
post
biggest
show?
gripe? Is your biggest gripe that he won off stealing a pin after somebody took 2 finishers? Huh? And that it wasn't 5? 2 finishers.
He should have done a finisher.
That's all it took to put the guy down for 3? Come on.
He should have done a finisher. He didn't. Anyway, here's the last part. Here's the worst part. For all you fans that want to see Mike Santana win in Long Island, in his home state, right? Guess what? It didn't happen. It happened a few miles up north in Rhode Island when they had the post show where Santana defeated Joe Hendry. All that was for nothing, it feels like.
Yeah, he was booked to lose in his hometown. That's what he's there for. Heel heat for Trick.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a recap.
Part of my wordplay. That's the trick to getting
good.
So that's the recap. I got 2 points on this one. So the randomizer. There's a scoreboard for simpler.
All in one image. You know,
Yeah.
It doesn't show the audience. It doesn't show the audience, but you know, in case anybody needs a refresher.
Yeah, look at 11 over there.
There you go. You're getting there, Damien. I'll see you next week.
So there you are. That's our recap for what happened at Slammiversary. Next week we have SummerSlam, 2 nights of SummerSlam. Let's see what happens this coming Friday, Monday.
All I can say is, nobody else has my permission to die. Okay, so no more famous wrestlers. Nobody, like for the rest of the year, nobody else dies. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it. Rick Hart has said it, and so it shall be.
No dying without permission.
125 has had enough. Okay?
Serious.
The comeback is starting.
Somebody get me an iced tea.
And a Pepsi, please.
Sweeten. Thanks, no thanks.
Light on the ice.
So you want it in? Come on, bro. Seriously, Long Island iced tea?
Sounds good about now.
I'm from New York.
Welcome to the Super Friends.